Hello, one and all, to episode 5 of Step Up Bar. We do not have Alex today, so today it is me, Fuji, Ryu, Strider, War, and Isekai. We have just finished watching Kamen Rider Beyond Generations. Oh, without spoiling, we all thought it was a pretty solid movie. The plot was pretty good. The characters, did their jobs. There was a lot of laughs that were had and a lot of hype moments, and I think generally everyone here thought it was a pretty solid movie. No one really thought it was bad by any means, which, was given how some of the Reiwa series have been, could be kind of hit or miss there. But the movies have always been pretty consistent. But other than that, though, let's go ahead and start with our weeks. Strider, how's your week been?
So I finally just submitted my resources for my writing project. I took a test on Wednesday. Yeah, it sucked, as usual.
Of course.
School sucks, people. Like, why?
I know you've been saying it for the last.
Why attend
Couple of
college
weeks.
when you're just
Yeah.
not going to get a job afterwards?
Mood.
It's the truth.
Whoa, wait, I forgot, how long have you been back in school now? Is it a month now?
About a month, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, man, they gave you a test already, but then I was like, no, wait, it's been about a month, so I guess that makes sense there. Yeah.
It sucks. My life sucks again.
I feel like some schools would, but
Yeah, there's some schools that would, but normally,
Yeah.
at least in my experience, though they could very much change in, school to school. I always thought, it's always been maybe a month or two before they give you your first test. That's of a deal.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Just give me a week. I'm gonna go win the lottery, okay?
You get the Powerball today. We know it.
I'm gonna go play, and I'll come back in like a month.
You get the Mega Millions or whatever the other companies are there.
I'll come back up for you guys.
You pay
It was a million each.
you pay someone to you pay a producer for this and the editor and an actual editor. That's a big deal. No, but no. Anything else you want to share, Strider?
The only thing that's really been happening is the fact that I've been getting some really good Yu-Gi-Oh replays for Ryu to watch,
Oh,
as he's been feeling down for a couple of days.
They have been pure copium. Thank you.
Don't worry, Ryu, I got 2 more for you.
Yeah.
One against a branded player who failed to read card effects, and another against Flower D's.
Oh man.
How about you, War? How's your week been for you, man?
It being alright. Had fun playing. What?
To be as American as possible.
Dude, that was very southern. That was great. I love it.
I do sometimes do the southern accent despite being a Mexican.
All right, but go ahead. Share us your week.
Okay, so despite having fun with Fall Guys with both Ryu and Isekai and Pandy, my fridge is still not fixed.
Oh no.
It's been almost like a month now, so
It's been over. It's all close to 2 months now, right?
yeah.
Are you?
It broke down like early August.
Early August, like late July, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been like almost 2
Yeesh.
months.
Yeah. I have another fridge on the garage, but it still doesn't feel the same because you have to go back and forth outside, which is cold now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are you preserving your foods then without the fridge? That's gonna be really rough. But no, it sounds
Stay
like
outside.
yeah.
Yeah.
The garage is pretty cold.
Yeah, it sounds like the fact that it's a garage and that there's a fridge in there, at least there's something. But no, not having the primary fridge does suck.
Yeah.
Once it gets to negative degrees, you can just throw everything outside. You're fine.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
Isekai knows how to do it.
She is Canadian, so.
And because she's Canadian, she's talking about negative degrees Celsius.
Not
Fahrenheit.
Hey, I can talk about Calvin.
I guess we could hit Kelvin, but no one here does math well.
Yeah. My mom called the company. She got various because they couldn't help her or anything, and decided maybe we should just grab another fridge instead of fucking Home Depot.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that fridge trouble is a bit obnoxious, but hopefully you get that fixed though, for sure.
Yes, because I miss grabbing tap water.
Man. War's having fridge troubles and my fridge is empty. What?
What is happening?
Yeah, War has a plan A disaster, yours is a plan B. And all that there. It's
Damn.
But what about you, Isekai? How's your week been?
It's been pretty good. I didn't stream on Monday/Tuesdays because I was hanging out with my friend. We were just chatting,
Mm-hmm.
enjoying each other's company.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while because we always keep telling that we should talk to each other more and do more stuff together, but we never end up doing it until like I messaged him.
It's the curse of, in getting into the older years. You guys always talk about meeting up, but it never happens until you finally force it.
Oh
that-
my gosh, true.
Yeah, it doesn't really
Pain.
help that both of us are busy
Mm-hmm.
as well. I mean, he's more free than I am, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it takes there's a certain amount of effort and I don't know, I'm not sure if motivation's the right word, but you get what I'm saying, to kind of get that through, yeah.
Yeah. It just takes time and time and effort to meet up with friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. But it sounds like you have more to share. Go on.
Nah. I mean, me and my friend was just talking about talking about his YouTube stuff, talking about let's see, a Twitter drama, and, like new Natasha stuff.
Twitter drama, you said?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's one every day.
Oh, okay. So it's nothing like
One every day.
it's nothing like
Yep.
specific to him. It was just generally speaking.
No.
Okay.
It's just general. We're just talking about it. We both was like, he was saying that, oh, I wish I could talk more about like this stuff with you, and I'm like, it's fine. You don't have to. I can just tell you everything. I could just recap for you.
Mm.
And yeah, we had fun with Ryu, War, and Pandy in the Fall Guys collab.
Mhm.
Thank you, Ryu, for inviting me.
Did any of you win?
Nope.
We got to final rounds several times. It actually got to a point where all four of us made it to the final round.
Ooh.
And we were soloing that one.
Yeah.
And,
And
and it came down to jumping, and Pandy was part of final two, and she unfortunately could not take it
I
home.
was in the final 3 and I got knocked the fuck out. I didn't even pay attention.
No, I think that's impressive. That's pretty impressive. I think that was that your first time playing Isekai, if I remember you saying something like that?
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
me and
Yes, yeah.
Isakai's first time.
Yeah, it's both of our first time. I only played a few matches just to see like if I like a controller better or if I like mouse or keyboard better.
And what was your verdict?
Controller.
Yeah.
Oh wait, should we tell? Oh wait, I remember now. She got very quiet after she got knocked out with a cinnamon.
Oh no.
Please don't mention it. Not now.
Not
I
now.
I know, but like it scared the fuck out of me.
And then I mean, in the end, I actually asked like one of my chat members, be like, "Yo, you said you're willing to pay me to sabotage, right?"
Oh man, it's starting to go into bribes already.
No, he does that. One of my co-children does that a lot. He wants me to sabotage and sabotage people with money, and he'll give me money for it.
Sabotage. I would do
Yeah.
that for free.
You scared me. You know that?
I'm
Yeah.
usually nice, I swear.
Usually.
Usually. Oh.
Even real questioned that too.
What is this usually nonsense?
I can count
Like what
many
is it?
times.
It's usually.
Usually, yeah.
I can
Yeah,
count
he's
many
trying to
Every,
on my
times.
every
side.
other time.
Thank you.
It's more than
I can count-
50%. It's probably
I
just
can
51
count many
though.
times on my fingers. You said the word usually, and it's none of them.
51%. I mean, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
that's a
1%
majority.
higher,
That's usually right there.
Right.
Isekai acting sus.
She's always
Acting
sus.
sus. Oh, yeah, man. And more to that, I got sick. I'm still sick.
Do you know what
No, I
you
don't
got
feel like
sick
it
with?
right now.
Yeah, do you know what you got sick with?
I think it's just a cold.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've been overworking my vocal cords too much, and then it gets raspy, and then the weather's been changing and been like
Yeah.
fluctuating too much.
Yeah,
So
like I'm
just,
actually
like-
feeling it over here too. My lips keep getting
Yeah.
super chappy in the morning, and now it's like,
Yeah,
As
like
for-
it's. Oh, yeah, sorry. It's like really. It's like kind of chilly in the morning, and then becomes like stupidly hot in the afternoon, and just go back to chilly again.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah, that
fucks up.
fucks up. That fucks up your body
Man.
with that.
Yeah.
That sounds like Californian weather right there.
I feel like here, like Canadian weather, you can experience like all of the seasons in like a week. Fucking stupid.
I'm starting to feel the effects right now from because I sleep close to the window.
Mm.
My body keeps fucking up. Like earlier today, I felt like my feeling nauseous or something.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
throat just feels hot right now. It's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Oh,
Mm.
no,
Drink tea.
That's always a good choice, yeah.
I did, and I
did
kind
too.
of regret
Did you
it because I drank ginger tea, and I'm just Just died.
Speaking of like what was it? Remedies. Did you eat jok isekai? It's like a kanji, yeah, for those the English speakers.
No, I didn't eat kanji, no.
Yeah, because I was like, I was like, that's like for those of you that are not aware, at least in Chinese households, I'm not so sure about other households, but one of the common things that like if you're sick or ill that you eat is you eat kanji. That's a video, you can look it up. It's basically a rice porridge, if I recall correctly.
It is rice porridge, yeah.
Yeah, so like I'm not sure if there was like
Kanji is
any
rice
extra.
porridge,
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was like any extra stuff in it, but yeah, it's basically a rice porridge. It's like it's kind of one of those like comfort foods you eat when you're sick. Although you could always eat it when you're not sick. Nothing bad about that either. But it's just kind of one of the things that in Chinese households it's a common thing to feed.
And if you want things for the future, go eat your book. Those are words.
Eat your
Why you
book.
want to eat a book?
Anyway, and I guess the last little bit I want to share is since October is starting tomorrow or Saturday, right?
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday.
I'll be trying to play as much horror games as I can on October on stream.
Oh.
It's been like a yearly thing that I'm trying to do.
You already have some ideas lined up. That's how you like a lineup.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I've been looking at the games I have on Steam and on Epic, and I was like, oh, I have a lot. I don't know if I can play it all in like within like October, because some of them can be really lengthy, right?
Yeah, you have to probably pick some of the shortish ones, I guess.
So, like,
Are most
games
of
that
them indie games? Are most of them indie games?
No, some are indie, some are like AAA, some are. Like in between.
Resident Evil.
I don't have Resident Evil. Yes, I have 2, 3, 4, and 6. Maybe 5. I'm not sure. I need to check, but yeah.
I will literally buy 5 and 6 just to play with you.
I have 6. I know for sure. I have 6.
Oh,
I'm going to buy 6 right now.
Already called dead.
Damn.
But yeah, I'll probably be playing a lot more like Plasmo, because that's really quick and simple. There's not much story in it.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead is 1, 2. I don't know. I just have a lot of games lined up. I just don't know when I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get it arranged pretty well, knowing
Yeah.
you. So yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned about it there. And it's the tyranny of choice in this case. Not too bad there.
Yeah.
No, that's not bad. What about you, Ryu? How's your week been for you, man?
My week's been pretty okay for the most part. My bathroom ceiling finally got fixed.
Oh, there we go.
I have a shower once again for the first time in a literal month. Literal month.
Ryu was a caveman for a month.
Unfortunately, maybe a caveman got a shower in that period of time, but just potentially.
Oh, he became a nomad.
I mean, to be fair, thankfully I live near a friend that lent me their shower.
Yeah,
so
that was my next question. Was like, how did you take care of the daily hygiene needs for that? Yeah. At least like twice a week, I borrowed a friend's shower, and if I really need, there was a time frame for a week where like they were out of town. They literally gave me like the keys to their place just so I could like do the daily stuff, which I'm like, oh, thank you. Mm-hmm.
It sucked. It really, really sucked. And who knew that all I needed to get my shower done was to constantly message and annoy the people in charge and almost have a full-on mental breakdown.
Yeah.
so yeah, that was a weird series, but
oh, you had your name changed to Karen for a week, right?
Sometimes you do have to do that to force their hand if they're just ignoring you.
I'm over my mom.
I mean, there's a difference in my opinion. There's a difference between complaining over a basic necessity need that impacts your life and your home life, than arguing about whether or not you got an extra 2 grams of vanilla in your latte.
Very true. Yes.
There's a difference between complaining about completely reasonable things and being a Karen.
Those are some delicious 2 grams then.
You would be amazed how much people will throw a fit in the food industry. It's honestly kind of pitiful at times.
Not surprising.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you had going on for you this week, Ryu?
I know Fuji's helping me host a Master Duel tournament that I'm doing on Saturday in honor of my 4-year streamiversary.
Ooh, I didn't even know that part.
Migration.
Remains to be seen, but there may be more of a YouTube presence sooner rather than later. So I just have to get some stuff sorted out before I can even think of doing any of that yet.
December 2020.
Yet being the operative word, Isekai, I will let you know if I need help.
Okay. Whenever you need help, I'm here.
Jesus, we're waiting at your door right now.
Bruh.
Just like run over.
She's gonna run across the border to Ryu's house.
Yeah, she's gonna keep knocking on his door.
if she is literally going to run across the border to come to my house and knock on the door for all that, I will gladly invite her in, give her tea, and literally let her stay for a week.
She's gonna ransack you.
After forcing you to switch over to YouTube.
She's gonna take your DX Gaim belt.
I will literally pull a reverse Uno card on her. She thinks she can go yandere on me. I will pull the reverse Uno card. Damn it.
You go yonder, you steal your belt. All right.
Weirder things have been happening. I've been asked to voice weirder things.
I don't want to know.
I don't think you do.
I really don't.
As a job or as like an actual commission?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I hear you.
But yeah. Other than that, I'm also on the Yu-Gi-Oh side of things. I've just been playing some more card games with some friends from college, and we're all mauling a bit over the new ban list release for the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG.
Yeah, we can get to that in a bit here as well. But yeah, it definitely sounds like it's been a bit of an eventful week for you. Most importantly, the shower being fixed. Well, not shower, but the ceiling, I guess, above the shower.
I'm so happy.
Someone head pats him.
When did it? What was it? A few days ago then that occurred.
Literally yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday at the time of recording for this, I was out and about during the day, doing my job. I was at work. Afterwards, me and a very close friend of mine hung out. We went to go see a movie next door where I work, and during the time frame, I was sent a text message saying that it was fixed, and I came home and it was fixed.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully that will be the end of your problems for a very long time.
You can't hear, but I'm knocking on wood right now.
Yeah.
I thought it was metal.
He's still missing a bed.
One step at a time.
PC first or bed first?
Yes.
Why not both?
Well, we'll reach it when we get to it.
He needs a $2,000 donation, guys.
As long as he doesn't spend any more Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I think he'll make it.
Do not tell me not to spend on cardboard crack.
No. He just need an oil daddy for the 2K.
So we're gonna ask Ludwig. All right, let's go.
Daddy Ludwig, support, please. We already know you supported Sea Dog VA on an entire day of testing out fast food burgers in America. Why not spend some money my way?
Make a donut and tell him.
Oh my god! Just like a dollar donut.
Yeah. I will fucking laugh my ass off if he does it.
I'm gonna turn that into a YouTube short.
I'm gonna watch that. Watch his YouTube stream if he does that.
Yeah, me too. We're gonna do a watch party. Let's go.
But yeah, anything else you want to share, Ryu?
No, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. For me, my week has been pretty. I don't know, maybe not too eventful, but yeah, pretty much I actually so I watched. I got more into Gundam again. That maybe because of Gundam Evolution. Been pretty fun. Been playing with Strider and some other people over the week, and yeah, pretty enjoyable. They had as I always said, the monetization great.
serious?
Not great. That's awful. Actually, monetization is
Great
shit.
monetization, $10.
It's great at scamming people, is what it is. There, but no, monetization is shit. But the gameplay core is actually very fun. So it's like it's one of those things where it's like, you know, they have something good here. They just need to not make it into a Halo Infinite is all when it comes down to it, and then it'll be. Yeah, then I think they'll be good. I guess the true test would be because Overwatch 2 is coming out, I think, next week or something. So we'll have to see how that kind of affects the game there. That type of deal. But Overwatch 2 is also having some rocky pre-release stuff too, so it's like
yeah, I was about to ask, wasn't like Overwatch like people were shitting on it?
Yeah, like yeah, because I don't know the full story, but from what I heard, the main thing is like, you know, it being free to play, they locked characters behind a battle pass or something like that. That type of deal. So like people don't like the monetization of that one either. But you know, it's Overwatch 2, and it was like I'm not sure if I would say it was like the first in the hero shooters, because you can argue that the class-based things like Team Fortress 2 and whatnot are probably that too, but you know, it was the one that really blew it up, that type of deal. So I imagine they're still gonna get at least huge initial numbers just based on, you know, how big it was before. But yeah, as you said, Isekai, yeah, there's I have been hearing a lot of people shitting on it. So
yeah,
go ahead.
Like, I've been hearing that like for Overwatch 2 is like they want to crack down on like hackers where like you had to put your phone number or email or some shit. I don't remember which of the two. But
they're recording
they
your phone
you.
numbers. Yeah, they record your voice calls, is what they're saying there in the game or something like that. It's like
voice calls is like I don't know if it's permanently on, but it's on. You have to and they're recording your phone number, which is weird. I mean, I guess isn't it because Blizzard is partly owned by Tencent?
I don't remember. There was something about like I remember reading something. There was a reason for it. Yeah, but I don't recall.
Like their intentions are good, but the execution is god awful. It's kind of like that. I don't know too much about Overwatch. I don't play it. I just hear it from the grapevine.
Yeah.
Don't worry. The only you need to know is that the 18 plus Overwatch community is doing better than the actual game.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yes, since
they're doing way better. You know, like half of the Overwatch players exist the 18 plus side of the game.
I mean, they talk about a lot of porn over there.
It's funny.
To answer your question, Yusuke, yes, recently of this year, yeah, they got owned by Tencent.
Okay.
I thought they were already like partially owned.
Maybe
they were partially, but they were fully owned now.
Yeah, but I was like,
okay.
yeah, I guess like they became more majority now. So yeah, by what it was. But yeah, so yeah, that's the thing up there. I'm curious to see how. I guess in a way, I'm kind of like maybe the bad side. We just want to see if this would be another chaotic shitstorm next week. That's what I do when it comes to that. Yeah.
It's all it is. It's happening already.
Yeah. So I'm kind of in a way, you know, getting ready to get that popcorn, just seeing all the stuff that arises from it. But
let me join you.
Oh my god.
Next week we'll talk about it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's the new age of modern gaming, right? You release but you either release, or you maybe do this too. You release a very incomplete game and then you spend the next few years fixing the game, or you release it where it's like the monetization is just hella bad. That type of deal. Yeah, it's the new age of modern gaming here. But no, like other than that though, yeah, I also watched Gundam: The Witch from Mercury, the prologue, which is going to be the first mainline Gundam series in 7 years, and it was actually really good. I thought it was like really, really well done, actually, surprisingly. No, like I was like it was very strong, very emotional, and it definitely set the tone for, you know, got you hyped for it coming out, I think, next week. That type of deal. So yeah, like it's also the first Gundam mainline series to have a female protagonist. That type of deal, like piloting the main Gundam. So yeah, there's that. I showed my girlfriend it as well, and it's just like basically sharing my excitement, and she liked it a lot too. So yeah, she thought it was very good too. So we're probably gonna be watching that over the weeks when we have time. So,
good luck.
Thank you.
It's been a long time since I sat down and watched a Gundam anime. I always forget like how great they can actually be. Yeah, that was how I felt too after watching The Witch from Mercury. Because like, yeah, that one had it all, because it was like, I thought,
you know, it was like a perfect example of show and tell, show and not, like where they did show and not tell, where they basically, instead of, you know, drowning you in exposition, a lot of like how they set up the setting and stuff like that in the environment, the background, they do it through showing you the stuff, and then the little, you know, dialogues they have, you can pretty much pick up like, okay, this is what's going on, rather than them just giving you a long exposition. So that was really good. And then yeah, it was like overall it was very well done. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. Other than that though, yeah, would be I'm heading back. As Ryu mentioned, I'll be helping out with the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament hosting as well. So I'll be like, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Excited to see some fun duels and just see, you know, how all that comes together. And then I'll be heading back the day afterwards on Sunday to for my mother's birthday. So yeah, we were good. But like, oh yeah, speaking of that, I did find out that their AC is still down. So yeah, so that's not gonna be getting fixed until I think it was like the 12th or something there. So when I'm back there, I'm not gonna. They don't have AC either. You know that. So yeah, like yeah. But the good news is they'll have it. They should have it fixed by the time Char comes over. So that's at least, you know, bright, something to look you know, a bright side to it there. But
Cross.
yeah, exactly.
Isn't it getting more like getting colder over there for you guys?
AC normally is connected with heating over here on that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe not for all houses because it depends, you know, units, how old your house is, etc., etc. But a lot of times your AC unit is connected with your heating system as well.
Okay.
You guys have AC units? I have radiated heat. That's all I got.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we had a central heating or something. I think it's what it's called, the one of the vents or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's
Yeah, I live in a very old building, so
yeah. So you have the actual radiators. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a giant like old boiler system. Which on the one hand, during winter, it heats up the inside very well.
Mm-hmm.
But during the hotter months, I have no central air.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Nice.
I will say the way that my apartment is set up, like because I had to deal with bed bugs this past summer, my AC unit was in my bedroom and not in the living room where I was sleeping most of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough.
So I could not enjoy the AC to its fullest extent.
For you.
But now it is fall, the cool air is here, my windows are open all the time, even though it is chilly outside. I don't care. I am wrapped up on my blankets like a burrito.
Quick, steal his burrito.
No, leave my burrito alone.
Can I just imagine like the burrito blanket?
Burrito blanket. No, actually, better yet, I'm a dumpling.
They're not dumpling.
Yeah, either or is pretty good. But no, other than that though, yeah, this week has been pretty solid overall though. Like, you know, nothing too crazy. I've been playing a lot more Judgment on that as well.
Let's go.
Yeah, like, yeah, so like, I think I'm on chapter 7 or 8 now or something, so.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, so like, but yeah, no, I think this is probably the best Ryoga Gotoku studio game I played currently. You know, actually, like, the other Yakuzas were very solid too, but this definitely was like really well done. Like, a lot of the Yakuza games, like, I kind of finished in like 20 something hours, but I'm like 30 something hours into this one already, and it didn't feel like there was anything that was like crazy grindy compared to like some of the Yakuza games, where like even though it was grindy, you didn't mind it too much. And on that, like this one, it felt like even there wasn't anything here that did feel grindy at all. That's how it is. So it's like, so yeah, it's like a lot. It's like it's just been very fun throughout, and there's just like a lot of the stuff they add to this compared to, you know, when they made the jump from 6 to this is like very noticeable. So it's been great. Absolutely loving it.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah. Besides that though, Ryu, let's go ahead, since you want to talk a bit about some Yu-Gi-Oh here, you know, you can go ahead and tell a bit about your reactions with the ban list.
Oh man, you want to talk about things where places where Twitter is on just up in flames?
Oh, up in flames though.
I know, but there's different sections of Twitter. My goodness, childrens, those of you who are uninformed in the ways of the Yu-Gi-Oh, sit down and I shall spin you a tale. So, recently, the recent ban list for the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG was released this past week. For those of you that don't play card games or don't understand how Yu-Gi-Oh or anything like this works, ban lists for card games are basically like patch notes that are released for video games. It's to iron out design choices in the game, balance out certain decks and strategies so things aren't completely busted. In other words, to keep it in like fighting game terms, early Cell from Dragon Ball Fighters, which was busted, yeah, we don't want any of that in our card games. And currently in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, there is a card by the name of Mystic Mine that is, to put it in a fair assessment, the entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Community fucking hates this card. Like, wow, they hate this card. I don't think I've ever seen so much hate for a single card in the 20 years that I have spent playing this game. And in the recent ban list, everybody was clamoring for this card to be hit. And it was so unfair to play against this card, and Mystic Mine on its own was in a lot of top tier decks that was taking major international tournaments. It actually got first place in a YCS, which is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series tournament in Rio de Janeiro. It got first place in a burn deck that was comprised only of spells and trap cards, which is kind of unheard of in today's day and age. And so the ban list came out, some problem cards got hit, but nothing was done to Mystic Mine. And people were not happy. People were not happy. I think it was like the second or third time this year that Mystic Mine was actually trending on Twitter for a time. Like, this actually hit Twitter trending status. It was so annoying.
Boy.
So yeah. And the weird part is, it's just in the TCG version of Yu-Gi-Oh! That Mystic Mine is legal. Like, to put in layman's terms, there's two different forms of Yu-Gi-Oh! The TCG, which is like the American and European version of the card game, and then you have the OCG, or official card game, from Japan, where it originated. The ban lists for both TCG and OCG are vastly different and have been different since about like 2013, 2012. And in the OCG, Mystic Mine is banned, which is saying a lot considering the fact that they also have another broken card unbanned over there while we have that card banned, and we have not banned Mystic Mine. Even in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which is widely considered to be one of the most premier applications to play Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially for like newer players or older players wanting to get back into the game, Mystic Mine is banned in that game. It is a very unfun card for casual players, professional players, pros. It's just a no fun zone kind of card, and Konami has not done anything about it, and people are not happy. So that's the story. Thoughts on that, guys?
Kind of understandable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think that, like, as someone that plays, I did that was a very surprise non-ban, or like, because as most people, including me, thought that if it wasn't gonna get banned, it would at least get limited. That type of deal, some type of restriction placed on it. But the fact that they just let it go untouched was indeed like very shocking there. And so yeah, that was like the thing that like surprised me the most when I was looking at the ban list.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, the worst part of it is we don't get like any kind of explanation from like R&D at Konami, whoever's in charge of the ban list, as to the reason why certain cards are hit or not hit, like patch notes and stuff like that. Like, when patch notes are released for like fighting games, you sometimes get like paragraphs as to why like certain things have been changed in terms of like frame data and the like. Even Wizards of the Coast with Magic the Gathering will host like streams or videos explaining like different like patch notes and restrictions that they will do for the different formats that they have for Magic the Gathering. Konami doesn't with Yu-Gi-Oh! And at times it is very frustrating for the player base.
Now, what's worse is the fact that in the TCG we're not telegraphed when we're receiving ban lists.
As of late, no. Back in like 2013, I think it's like a recent thing since like 2019, or at least around the start of like COVID, when like paper tournaments were not being played at the moment. But there would be like 3 or 4 different ban list changes every like 4 to 5 months. It used to be like 2 ban list changes like per year from like 2002 to like 2008, 2009 ish. But that's around the time when power creep cards in the game started skyrocketing with the introduction of synchro monsters. Like it came to the point where like more and more ban list changes in order to like rein in like the speed and like overall just power creep of the metagame from going too far ahead and too unfair for certain people. Hasn't really stopped people from trying to break the game in weird and interesting and somewhat entertaining ways, depending on if you're watching some very silly YouTube videos. But yeah, on the one hand, when it comes to a point where one specific card has so much hate against it, and Konami just looks at it and just be like, huh, maybe we're out of touch? No, it is the Yu-Gi-Oh players that are wrong, and just doesn't touch it. And then instead, the news just broke today. Apparently, in the recent OTS pack, which is like the packs that you get for entering tournaments at official Konami sponsored stores, Mystic Mine is getting a ultimate rare reprint in the next tournament pack. Apparently. It's a supposed rumor, but I saw a couple of tweets going around about it with some very notable personalities like in the Yugi tubing community. So I can honestly trust the source. Hopefully, I mean, if enough people like are up in arms about this, like I'm hoping like there will be an emergency ban on it because they've done it for a few cards in the past. But it's kind of gotten to the point where just so many people are just sick of this card because it's a card that you basically have to revolve your entire the way your entire deck functions in order to account for it. And that's just no fun for anyone.
Yeah, I've definitely seen all the like discussions regarding it too. Basically, like how they have to build like a large portion of their decks just simply trying to get rid of the card. But the problem is there are all these other cards that protect that card too. So it's always like a very annoying and frustrating experience to deal with.
I mean, it's basically the equivalent of like trying to take down Phoenix in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh boy.
That's like the best comparison that I can actually think of in this moment. Shout out to all the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 players.
It hasn't quit because of Dark Phoenix.
Oh, Dark Phoenix, just why? Who thought that was a good idea? Who thought that was a good idea, Capcom?
Konami.
If only. No, it was Disney. Just kidding. It's not Disney.
It was Disney XD.
Hi, babe. So yeah, that's been my headache the past week, trying to figure all that out and altering real life paper decks in order to accommodate the new ban list. So
yeah, that's understandable there. In other gaming news over here, we did actually find out just a few hours ago. Well, I say a few, but it's probably about a day or two old. Yeah, Genshin actually apparently generated nearly $4 billion in the first 2 years here on mobile.
You can't give a good anniversary.
Isekai.
Shipping. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Isekai molding.
Oh my god. I even showed this to Ryu and War, like when we were doing a Far Lost collab. It was like the partnership was absolutely abysmal.
All right, Dad.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, please fact check me if I'm wrong. So they released a new partnership for Twitch streamers, saying that it is that you can win I think to $20,000 USD. You have a chance to, mind you. You have a chance.
Of course.
Yeah. And then so whoever is a Twitch streamer, not be affiliate or partner, can sign up for this. And so you can win, so you can get in-game currency, so which is the primos and Mora, if you reach a certain amount of viewers. So if you reach like 5 viewers, you get this amount. If you reach 10, you get this amount, and so on. Yes, that one. So whoever's watching the YouTube video, I think the tweet will be up on the video, maybe.
Yeah.
And
in the
then,
description below.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it's okay.
Please.
That's just a description thing. You're fine on that. Yeah. Yeah, let's
I mean,
go ahead.
it's not hard to put a fucking image of a tweet.
No.
It's so difficult to get the timing correct.
Calm yourself, Isekai. Don't strain your voice.
It's okay. It's all
My
right.
voice is very strange.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yeah, go ahead.
and then I believe if you keep scrolling down the article, if you're reading it, there is a section where it said that you can win that $20,000, and it was saying that you had to reach a certain threshold to win for a chance to win that. So that's basically telling everyone to reach these insane numbers just to get a chance of that money, which is not possible if you're small, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's unfair. I mean, whoever signed up for it, good for you. But for me personally, who plays this game, also doesn't stream on Twitch anymore, so I can shit on it as much as I want.
Yeah, you could. Go ahead.
Clap. Clap.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's just bad for the smaller streamers and the medium-sized streamers. The bigger streamers probably don't even care about that money because they already have probably making bank already.
They do from like every time they stream Genshin and other games.
Right. Aside from that, what do you guys think about it?
I do think it is. It's definitely very much leans towards your big streamers for sure. That's a deal. On that with the numbers and stuff like that. It's also just like, yeah. I mean, MiHoYo just always has a rep for being very stingy when it comes to like, I guess, giveaways and stuff like that. Apparently, they actually, in terms of like working for the company, they're actually really good from what I've heard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like the company, like the game devs are amazing.
Yeah.
People. They're great.
Yeah.
But the business aspect.
Yeah, the
holy crap.
suits, yes. Yeah, they're definitely not big on like, the generosity aspect. Like even for this anniversary, I think it's only a 10 poll on that. But
But they're finally getting a 10 poll.
It's always been like this since
they learned from
since
last year. They're just good.
Last year wasn't even a 10 poll.
it was.
Yeah, last year was essentially a 10 poll, yeah, but they learned from last year to just give it up front and then that's it.
To give it up front.
Yeah.
Like if I remember correctly, last year was barely a 10 poll before like people riot.
It was kind of us. I had to.
Yeah, it was less, right?
It was less.
Slightly less.
It was like
slightly less.
7 polls or something.
Yeah.
Was it 7 polls? I don't
Something
remember,
like that,
but I
yeah.
know in total was not equal to 1,600.
Yeah, it was slightly less, and then they got upset, and then they ventured to like, okay, we'll give you something without acknowledging that's a deal. But no, it's like yeah. So they kind of learned from last year, but they're making sure to do the bare minimum of learning on that there.
Kinda, you said. It's laughable.
Kinda.
Yeah.
And when you just said like a couple minutes ago that they made how much money?
They made okay, so this is only on mobile, so this does not account for console or PC spending, and it's $3.7 billion on mobile. Yeah. And all that, which actually kind of brings it an amusing thing where it's like, if you're curious, if for any of the viewers, what the top 3 are, it's the number 1 is Roblox. That's a deal. And that, yeah. Yeah, number 1 is Roblox, and then it's above Candy Crush, which in a way is actually kind of sad, because in a way, what I mean by sad is like, it's like like for despite the critiques about Genshin, there is a lot of money and effort that's put into the game, and in the end it's only just barely more profitable than a low-tiered Bejeweled clone.
Yeah, those are some fighting words for some people.
that is fighting words, but to be fair, Genshin has been out less than those 2 other games, so it's doing extremely well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like I think in particular that one may be, like, was it only for this year? I don't know. I can't quite tell. But either way though, it's like it's doing pretty well. But yeah, the fact that they're earning billions of dollars literally, and then they're not really trying to be generous. Like you're always, we're not gonna get too deep into this because this is one of those rabbit holes that people are gonna really argue. But it's one of those things where it's like you're gonna have a lot of players that kind of argue about this. That type of deal, like we know what ship I stand on, but very much the nutshell for those of you as a refresher. Primarily you have like you have some players that are just, they're just like, no, this is more than generous enough. You ask for more, you're being hella entitled, even if this is an anniversary. And then you have, other players like myself who think that, for an anniversary when compared to other gacha games, they're hella stingy with it.
Oh, they're really stingy.
Yeah, they're.
Even
Yeah.
FGO throws better anniversaries.
Right. Oh my god, we just had an anniversary in Pro Sekai, and the amount of shit they throw at us.
Yeah, I just logged in today. They gave us like 5,000 gems already.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. Holy crap.
Yeah, you can log in right now if you want.
Yeah, I should.
But yeah.
Speaking of which, FujiStrider, how much stuff do you think we're gonna get for the Master Duel anniversary?
Nothing.
One tenfold.
Yeah. We'll see what Money has to say about this here.
Konami.
Oh, not Konami.
Nah.
Come on.
I can't wait to receive a promotional card in mail from
No, okay. To be fair, for Konami, especially considering the fact their previous gacha venture with Duel Links, they actually were pretty damn generous for some of their anniversary stuff.
Yeah, I think it'll be decent. I don't think it's anything that you're really complaining about generally. It'll be like, more, it'll be for the most part acceptable, so no one's really gonna have complaints. It'll be pretty content. But yeah.
And plus, Master Duel is already pretty generous to start off with anyway, so it's not like I'm expecting too much.
Yeah.
It probably has one of the better monetary systems compared to other gachas that I've seen.
Especially for a card game too.
Yeah.
Especially.
Oh god! Oh,
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
saying a lot as well, considering Konami doesn't mostly put inkles now.
Card.
You compare the monetary system with Master Duel to something like Magic the Gathering Arena. It's like night and day, dude.
But no, yeah, that's the thing there. It's just these anniversaries, very generous normally, but MiHoYo doesn't really like to. How MiHoYo likes to celebrate their anniversaries, they do, they release some stuff, they maybe do contests, but actual giving of rewards, that's where they kind of draw the line. Yeah, right there. They don't like giving that out. And like I said, not gonna get too much into this, but normally, this normally gets into a lot of heavy arguments in the Genshin community, partially because, as I mentioned in previous episodes, I'm of the mind that a lot of the Genshin community are, this is one of their first gacha games, and they don't understand, they don't really have anything to really compare to when it comes to the anniversary rewards. So what they just see it as oh, they didn't have to give us this and they didn't have to give us these rewards, and the fact that you guys are asking for more, or you're just being hella entitled, that type of deal. And and I don't know, I kind of think it's not, I think that viewpoint's not correct when it comes to these things, because it's nice that MiHoYo gave you these rewards, but I don't think it's entitled to ask for them to be a bit more generous about it, because it's not, I don't think it's so much entitlement. It's more these anniversaries should be a period of time where the company shows its appreciation for their base for helping them get this far, and in MiHoYo's case, making them nearly $4 billion on mobile in these first 2 years.
The money.
Yeah, I think they can more than afford to, give you some more free stuff, that type of deal, when other games that made a lot less were able to do that without taking really hits in their financial impact. Yeah.
Time to pay your taxes, MiHoYo.
I don't think they ever pay taxes.
I'm
Pay
pretty
us
sure.
9 taxes.
I'm pretty sure the feds will go after them. But anyway,
Yeah.
I was wondering, maybe because they stopped being so generous after the whole Zhongli debacle.
Oh, they
Is
did.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't like that. They definitely did not like that.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's the first. I think that's probably the most interesting encounters, because they were really in the beginning when Genshin first came out. This is coming from a day one player. They were listening to the community. They were giving a lot of they were a lot more generous, to put it bluntly. And then once Zhongli dropped, everyone was complaining about Zhongli and how his kid was really bad, or not up to the people's standards, I guess.
No, because people were excited with Zhongli because of the beta, if I believe.
Yeah, I mean they changed them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
They
changed
decreased
them.
all of his numbers down
Mhm,
significantly.
yeah.
They dumb
Yeah.
it down that far at the beginning. when
I
it
don't
came
I
out.
don't know the whole thing. I don't know about the beta. I only played it as when it came out, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm also a day one player with you.
Yeah. And then yeah, I mean I guess it's understandable if people, I mean, no, actually I want to say that MiHoYo or Hoyo first has every right to change what they want to change because it's their game at the end of the day, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but I guess Hoyo first in the end went back, changed Zhongli back to his original.
Mhm.
Well, sort
Kind
of, but they made him like more buffed.
Okay, so they buffed him. Okay. Yeah, so they buffed him, and then and I think that's the last and final time we see Hoyoverse actually do anything, because I think it's because like that's I think because like if they keep pandering to the fan base, they can't get shit done.
They never did.
Yeah. Yeah, and part of it is also I like they're also of the mind that they don't like they just don't like it. They just don't like the idea of like
that's fair too, yeah, right?
they just they don't like the idea of like the fans. Maybe it is too strong, but you get what I'm saying here. Is they don't like the idea of the fans questioning their design decisions really, and the fact that they had to basically address that annoyed them quite a bit. That type of deal. On that, it's like
that's understandable.
Yeah.
Like you put so much work into it, and then for people to criticize you,
yeah.
even though yes, that's part of the job, unfortunately.
And they're still getting criticized.
Yeah. Like
everyone has an opinion, so.
This sounds like insubordination.
Yeah, like the closest instance you did had where people were thinking they may do it again was when the Raiden Shogun came out and her abilities and stats were different too compared to what they were before and how they functioned. And then that one like got a lot of outrage too in the community at the time, but that this time MiHoYo just ignored it pretty much. Yeah, when it came down to it.
They had an issue as well when they tried to like quote unquote fix Miko, but they actually dumb her down a little bit this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, Miko.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you can definitely tell right now they're kind of like not again. They were not never more. Yeah, they're kind of that mind.
Fuck this.
Yeah, they're like
Fuck this shit.
we're gonna release this stuff and you're gonna like it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that type of deal. Like yeah, for what it's worth, they do a fairly good job. This Subaru update I thought was pretty good, and there was a new one that came out a few days ago and on that too. Yeah. So like I thought
Which I need to get to.
Yeah, I thought what they have done, they definitely made a good amount of progress overall. But yeah, it's like, but as mentioned before, probably they could definitely afford to be more generous. That's a bit more generous with their offerings in terms of, at least for the anniversary. You could be stingy everywhere else, but at least for the anniversary, yeah, maybe at least show a bit more love to the community. But maybe they're kind of at the mind too at this point where they're kind of like, we made billions of dollars. Why do we need to cut into that? People are still gonna pay us.
That is fair.
But to be fair, Fuji, MiHoYo is really hurting for money right now. They're hurting for money like Rockstar's hurting for money in order to make GTA 6.
Well, technically, they did have the hacking issue a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. Huh?
I heard about it, but I didn't care enough about GTA 6 to look into it.
No.
I mean,
it's not coming out for another 10 years. It's fine.
Yeah. We'll have GTA 5 on like the PS7 or something by then.
Oh my
the
god.
PS6.
Yeah, exactly.
PS7 will just launch with GTA 6 as its first game.
Just think about it, Morty. GTA 5 for all the generations. GTA 5 for another 20 years, Morty, before GTA 6 come out. Just think of the ratings, Morty.
What ratings?
Exactly, Morty.
But yeah. Oh, other than that, though, other gaming news, at least Gacha news. Final Fantasy Record Keeper has now shut down officially. That's how a deal.
Yay.
8 years and 5 days. That was actually one of the first Gachas I played, actually. All things considering. There.
Oh, it's an old man that got
Yeah, that was like.
Years.
Yeah, it is. It was one of the first Final Fantasy Gacha games, at least one of the big ones, first big ones, if not the first one. Yeah, like I remember playing that quite a bit, and it was like, and now like there's been some Final Fantasy Gachas that popped up over the years too. You had Mobius, which is actually really good, and is also to this day one of the very few Gacha games that finished its story before shutting down.
Are we also gonna include the Kingdom Hearts one on there?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that one too. Yeah.
The fact that it's canon to the
Yeah, that one was
story.
that.
That's so fucking stupid. Come on.
Yeah, that one was a big backtrack on from the because that was like they spent a long time being like, no, this just stuff that you don't really need to know, and then they changed their minds. That type of deal. Yeah.
Thanks, Nomura.
Kind of
I don't love 'em.
the Tales of Gacha. Like some of the Tales of Gachas are actually mainland titles, and I'm like, what? Then they shut down. I'm like, okay then.
But they're so.
Yeah,
The
they
funny
even-
thing is, like, yeah, a lot of them are still going strong in Japan, but over here they're all dead. And all that, it's like,
It's
yeah,
all dead.
That's a shame.
yeah. Crestoria had a lot of potential, but the problem
Yeah,
that,
Story did have a lot of potential.
yeah, they like the problem with that one was a lot of the game itself got incredibly grindy, and there were also a lot of things they had to work out, like bugs and whatnot. And then eventually they just kind of like they just pulled the plug when it came down
Pulled
to
the
it.
plug.
I
on
didn't
everything.
find it as grindy as some other gacha games. I mean,
Mhm.
it is grindy, but it's a kind of right in the middle. It's not overly grindy, but it's not easily grindy.
Yeah, it was.
to
Yeah,
your
I
level,
liked it. It
so
was very
level.
high quality for like it was
Mhm.
extremely high quality for a game of that. So it's like it's a pity that it had to
Shut down.
yeah. And it's also the Bandai Namco publishing thing though, because Bandai has a history with gacha games where normally they pull the plug if games don't return a certain amount of profit. That type of deal.
Surprisingly, Bandai idol games are doing stupidly well. I don't know why, but it's doing really well.
It's the idol culture, Isekai. You gotta know Japan.
It's not just Japan; it's also global too. Because have you seen Bang Dream? That shit is popping off.
Yeah, that's popping up hard.
I thought
Yeah.
Bang Dream is actually Bushi Road. I don't know. It's like
Oh wait,
yeah.
I'm just listening. Bang Dream is one. I don't remember which one.
There may
is,
be one though. Bandai has a ton of
Yeah.
hands in a lot of
Bandai
games.
has so many.
Yeah.
Is it Idolmaster? I think it's Idolmaster.
It may.
I believe it is Idolmaster.
Yeah, because Bushi Road owns Bang Dream, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but
Okay,
yeah.
I'm checking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Keep checking.
Yeah, I'm checking. I mean, there's Taiko no Tatsuchi. It's fun.
Isekai.
Everything is
What?
fun on Isekai land.
It's just cotton candy and rainbows.
Cotton candy and rainbows. Oh, by the way, they give us a ticket for a free 5-star in Pro Isekai right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the banner. You gotta roll it.
A 5-star? Don't we mean 4-star?
Same thing.
Okay, fair.
They're just giving it out like each day, I believe. So chances are you might get one.
Oh, that's pog.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just looked it up. It's Bandai Namco's The Idolmaster or something like that.
Yeah, it's Idolmaster. Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's why I looked it up just now. And all that. But yeah, it's like Bandai has a history of pulling the plug on gacha games that didn't return a amount of profit. Like the game could be doing well, but if Bandai's like, the profit margins aren't quite there to our liking, they pull it. And it's kind of normally very unexpected too. So it's like you never really know like when you play these Bandai games if a game's getting an axe or not. That type of deal. Especially if it's like one of those like IPs that's kind of middling. Like I think what was it? Symphogear, I think. That was it. Yeah, Symphogear was one that like Bandai pulled the plug in like a month or two. That's a big deal because it wasn't doing as hot as they thought it would.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, because some folk here is really niche here.
Yeah, exactly. That was like, it was a surprise they made it over here, but yeah, in the end, they were like, yeah, they just pulled the plug really quickly.
Rep.
Oh, I guess not a lot of people like magical singing girls.
And also the Magica Gacha got pulled by
Same thing.
Danny
It's the same thing because not a lot of people like magical girls.
So who needs magical girls?
Yeah, but it's kind of funny because my housemate he loves Symphogear, so he was crushed when it was
My
pulled.
friend too. My friend likes stuff like it too.
Yeah, he was so crushed when it was pulled and all that. That's a deal. He was like, he like always tries to get us to watch it when he's like, when it comes to anime recommendations. He's like, yeah, you should definitely give it a try and stuff like that. That's a deal. But I never get around to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the camp of Fuji's friend. Yeah, give it a shot. It's actually not bad.
I watched the
violence.
first episode and then I stopped watching it.
I never heard of it.
Yo, it's like Necro's favorite anime.
You're gonna shove it into me, alright?
I'm not going to. I watched the whole thing because my friend made me watch.
Blame the famous YouTuber Necro13.
It's not even Necro that made me watch it. It was another friend.
Oh, I just gave Necro free promotion. Let's go.
As if he needs it.
It'll
True.
be cut out in 5 minutes.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Other news, pretty much like I did get for Ether Gazer, they released an open beta date, well not open, closed beta date finally. So it's like I think it's October 11th or something. So it's like I'm actually
That's what I
excited.
heard, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I didn't get any emails yet on like a download link, so I guess that's gonna come maybe a bit sooner. But they at least released it. They gave a date, and now I just need to keep an eye on my spam mail so I don't miss it this time. That type of deal, because it actually goes to the spam mail.
Is the sign up still open? Because I'm trying to sign up again.
No, it closed at the end of August on that.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's long over. They already sent it to email, so there's no more being sent. So yeah, thankfully I'll be back by then, so I plan on streaming it, and we'll just see how it goes from there, because I am pretty excited for the game. But apparently the revenue is rough in China. But like I was talking with Indonesian friend of mine, and he was like showing me like some things. He was like, they actually still make a good amount of money. It's just maybe a big drop compared to what it was before. That type of deal. So we'll see, which I thought was a bit surprising since the people behind Azure Lane made this game. That's a deal, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
Oh, Joestar?
Yeah, they're behind the game. Yeah, they're behind the game for Ether
Out
Gazer.
of all the things, it has to be Yostar.
I mean, Joestar's actually not bad as a.
No, I'm saying it as a good thing.
Yeah. So like that's why I was a bit surprised that it was struggling, because Azure Lane is like huge. That's a big deal, and normally
Arcnex as well.
yeah, and
No,
normally
Darkness is so huge.
yeah, and normally when you get to like people talking a bit about Gacha publishers and devs or something like that, or at least publishers, that type of deal. It's always, Yostar's always seen as like a pretty high up there, like a publisher, because for being pretty generous and friendly with the community and stuff like that.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, so I was a bit surprised that this game seemed to be struggling. So we will see how it goes when it comes over here, I guess. That's a deal.
A year later, it's shut down for the NA.
Yeah, that would be kind of sad, because this is actually a game I'm actually pretty excited for overall. So it's like
all you need is Niji Sanji promotion.
yeah, do what PGR nowadays is doing for their promotion. Yeah, just get all these like VTubers on board to promote their content.
Don't worry, it works.
It really works.
Yeah. Like I think they kind of figured something out there, so that's solid. But yeah, like probably the reasons why the game is in free falling revenue is the problem it has is and while it's a good game on its own, the competitors are better. Is really what it comes down to. Like
So
PGR is seen as better, and then Honkai is seen as better too. So it's like in this third game, while people are like, yeah, it's really good, but they're like, yeah, but the others offer something better. This game is also seen as a bit more casual too, so that may play into it. That could be both a pro and a con though. So, but probably the big thing going on is I think what people are saying with Ether Gazer is the big thing that is making it strong right now are monetization. It's monetization. The big complaint so far, really coming down to it, is a lot of the early limited banners, and a lot of them are must pulls basically when it comes down to like meta. So there's already a big warning sign there, because it's kind of like all of them are really powerful, all of them are really good, so ideally you want to get all of them. But the problem is they come a bit too fast for like, so you don't build up enough currency in between the banners to like get an adequate chance of getting them, apparently. So
the question is, how long these like banners go for, or like the events they have?
I don't recall. I have to look that up again. But that was like for the people that are playing in China, though. That's like one of the things going on. Is like there's not enough time in between the banners and events to get an adequate chance of pulling them. And then also like they don't have a clear roadmap. So they don't have a clear roadmap. So yeah, so that's the thing too. It's like apparently I'm not sure. I can't recall. They said there definitely been times where it felt like the content was kind of dry. Like sure, they still update and release some stuff in here and there, but in terms of major stuff, there hasn't been anything too significant. So it's like there's that going on right now too. So yeah, a lot. So right now, part of it is like, yeah, that's the big thing, is that people feel like it's kind of hurting it. Is at the moment it's just there's not enough time. You have to pull on a lot of these banners if you want to keep up with the meta. That's how I do. I'm sure you don't technically really have to if you plan on playing it casually. But for those of you that just want to kind of get more into it, those are like, yeah, you gotta pull these units. And then it's like that for a long time apparently. And then they don't have a clear roadmap. And then content, and then it's like a bit dry. So that's like the worries for it right now, currently for the game. But we'll see. Like we'll see how it all comes together there, for the most part. And all that, but yeah, overall though, yeah, just gonna wait till October 11th comes around. I don't know how long it actually lasts though. Maybe only a few days.
It lasts until the end of the month, if I believe.
The end of the month. Oh wow, that's a bit more than I thought it would be. Yeah, normally just closed betas. I feel like only last like a weekend or so. So I was kind of waiting for that.
I heard. I had to double check because I saw a video was talking about how long it would last.
Yeah, it's like I did want this game to succeed because the units actually look really good. So the units look good. They look fun. But
I mean, if it doesn't succeed, I guess you can try the JP servers.
I don't think I go that far. The language barrier honestly is a big hit for me normally in playing these games. Unfortunately, I'm too lazy to.
Learn a new language.
Isekai will help you translate.
No.
No, she wouldn't. But no, it's like I'm just not like interested in like I'm not that dedicated to the game, I guess, to do so. Like I couldn't even do that when I was playing Dokkan Battle a lot more back in the day.
Oh my goodness!
I need to log on to Dokkan again.
Yeah, it's like back in Dokkan, I at least basically did actually have a JP account, and I played that for a little while, but then I just stuck with my NA one, and to this day, it's like that's Dokkan's easily the longest lasting Gacha game on my phone, although I don't play it anywhere near as actively as I do anymore, but I still log in most of the time. Still, like every now and then I'll have these bursts where I'll like play for a good portion and stuff. So my account is still relatively up to date, not like completely. So but it's like it's relatively.
I recently I've rolled on Dokkan. And I got the new LRs.
Hey, congratulations, there.
Hey.
But that's like that Dokkan was probably one of the first, I think, Gacha game I played that I actually stuck with. That's a deal. That was like I think in my sophomore year of uni there. Yeah, that was like like I have a lot of memories of just in between classes going to the library and just grinding out events in Dokkan.
I did that during high school, like during class.
Yeah,
I was sit in the back. They never noticed.
Yeah, that was the early age of Gacha gaming. Back then when there weren't like 10 billion of them on the Play Store and stuff like that. Yeah. That's how it is. So like the only ones that were available were really just your big IPs like One Piece Treasure Cruise, which I played a good amount as well, and Dokkan were the big ones there.
None of you guys are gonna mention Pad.
I actually wasn't aware about that one until years later.
Hey, what was that?
Pad Puzzles and Dragons.
Yeah, Puzzles and Dragons, yeah.
That game is actually still, and it's still here today. Still here today, still getting updates, still getting collabs.
Yeah. What's the latest collab on that game?
I don't know. The last time I played it, and only because of this, it was when they did the Shaman King collab. But then I didn't pull any units, so then I uninstalled it. Afterwards. But
I don't know. I don't play it anymore.
But no, that is definitely like a granddaddy of Gacha games for sure. That's been around for a long time for sure. Yeah, but yeah, that one's like an iconic one.
Oh no, let me just pull out my Age of Ishtaria.
That one I played a lot too. That was like one of the ones I got really into for a while. I even had like a nice little guild that I was in, and we did some nice guild battles. I remember like pulling like a really top rarity thing, and I got congratulations from all these random people posting on my wall and on that for like pulling a unit. It was really cool. Yeah, but it got a lot more pay to win heavy later though after I quit. Yeah. And so that was like unfortunate. Part of it was they had a new company take over for them, so there was that, and then that new company introduced new rarities, but they didn't really do much to balance the game or make it like more generous. That's how a deal. So there was that. But that was actually a very quality game for a long time though. It was like for those of you that aren't aware, Age of Astaria was kind of like a dungeon crawling game. And that you pulled gachas in the form of these cards, and had a very unique battle system where it's like I don't know, like it's hard to really describe it, but basically you have all these certain actions, and these actions could lead to combos and increase multipliers out and enhance your damage and stuff like that. And then your units have like sometimes we have passive skills and stuff like that too, and all that like that can do extra damage or something they proc, so on and so forth. So yeah, it was a very unique Gacha game for and all that. Yeah, there hasn't really been one that I played that was like that has been like it, but nowadays it's just like if it's still around, it's very pay to win heavy, and the player base is definitely not as big as it used to be too. But all right, yeah, I guess we'll call it a night, fellas. But yeah, you all have a good night, and I'll catch you all later.
Right.
Yeah.
Night, guys.
Night.
Mm.